And so, part of that journey you were talking about at IMTS was also around kind of sports and basketball. So how did that tie into what you were doing on the just kind of the academic journey as you're starting on? I think I resonate with that. I played baseball growing all the way up and in college, and I think there's a lot of different lessons that you can take from playing sports and being in as part of a team to complement what you learn in the academic realm.
Yeah, there are so many connections with sports uh, and academics and teams that, as a kid, you don't really tie them together. You don't realize that you are taking uh, lessons, or you're taking philosophies from sports and applying it into the classroom. Like, it uh, doesn't really register. But yeah, I played basketball. I started playing basketball when I was 12. Uh, Played all the way through, middle school and high school. Got a scholarship to Wright State. Uh, Played there for 2.5 years ish. I got injured like right before my third year started, but played through it until I couldn't anymore and focused on school. Um, but one of the things that I got from sports was repetition, that applied to academics and also applied to professional life as well. Uh, One of my favorite videos to watch is like this, Steph Curry hits a game winner, and they zoom in on the shot, and his eyes are closed as he's shooting, because like there are like three people like in his face, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he shot with his eyes closed. He couldn't see anything. How did he do it?" It's like, well, he's probably shot that shot, thousands of times. Probably shot it hundreds of times just the day before. And so it's like, once you built that repetition, it's like, all of a sudden these things, uh, when you actually apply it, it becomes second nature. Uh, and that was actually what I did when I studied for my qualifying exams. Uh, I just did the same type of problem over and over and over and over again. And so when it got time to actually take the qualifying exam, I was like, oh, I know how to do this. Like, it just because I built that repetition. But uh, that way of studying, just doing the exact same thing over and over again, I think I got that from basketball, where it's like elbows in, release, rotation when you shoot, over and over and over again. And so repetition, I would say, was one of the things that I really took with me, even down to when you're setting up a test. You go through all your checks. You check all your monitors. You check all your sensors. Uh, you check all your limits, so that you don't put an extra zero in there, and all of a sudden, instead of pulling at 1,000 pounds, you're pulling at 10,000. Like it's uh, that sense of repetition, always going through the same process, is very much sports related. So that's one of the main things, is just that discipline of repetition.